The hills of Los Angeles, usually bathed in sunshine, are now shrouded in smoke. 5 wildfires rage across the region, fueled by dry conditions and strong winds. The Palisades Fire and the Eaton Fire are the largest and most destructive. Firefighters have been battling these blazes for days, working tirelessly to contain their spread. As of January 12th, the Palisades Fire is only 11% contained. The Eaton Fire stands at a meager 15% containment. The situation remains critical, with the entire perimeters of both fires still under threat. Thousands of acres have burned, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Evacuation orders remain in effect for many areas, forcing residents to flee their homes. The communities of Sunset, Kenneth, Hearst, and Lydia have seen evacuation orders lifted, but residents are urged to remain vigilant. The threat is far from over. Weather forecasts predict continued red flag conditions, with high winds and low humidity, until January 15th. These conditions exacerbate the fire danger, making the work of firefighters even more challenging. The situation is dire, and the coming days will be crucial in the fight to contain these devastating wildfires. The hope is to begin discussions about repopulation on January 16th, but that depends on the progress made in the meantime. The fear is that the fires will continue to spread, causing further damage and displacement. The eyes of the nation are on Los Angeles, watching and waiting as firefighters risk their lives to protect lives and homes. The human toll of these wildfires is staggering. The confirmed death toll stands at 24, with 16 fatalities attributed to the Eaton Fire and 8 to the Palisades Fire. Tragically, Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva has warned that more bodies are expected to be found as search and rescue teams gain access to burned areas. Each life lost represents a family shattered and a community in mourning. The emotional scars of these fires will run deep long after the flames are extinguished. The economic impact is equally devastating. Early estimates by AccuWeather, reported by Fox News, place the economic losses at a staggering $135 billion as of January 9th. This number is expected to rise as the full extent of the damage becomes clear. Homes, businesses, and infrastructure have been destroyed. The cost of firefighting efforts, coupled with the loss of property and business revenue, will have long-term consequences for the Los Angeles economy. The road to recovery will be long and arduous for individuals, families, and the city as a whole. Firefighters are working around the clock, battling not just the flames but also a series of obstacles. Looting and arson have become unfortunate side effects of the disaster, adding another layer of complexity to the situation. Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna reported over 29 arrests related to looting and arson, including individuals posing as firefighters to take advantage of the chaos. These criminal acts divert crucial resources and endanger lives, adding further strain on an already stretched thin response effort. Adding to the challenges, authorities are grappling with the issue of drone interference. Deputy Fire Chief David Harris revealed that 48 private drones were detected flying over fire zones, hindering aerial firefighting efforts. In a particularly alarming incident, the FBI is investigating a drone collision with a Canadian Super Scooper aircraft, highlighting the very real dangers posed by these unauthorized drones. These incidents underscore the need for greater public awareness and stricter regulations regarding drone usage near disaster areas. The safety of firefighters and the effectiveness of their operations depend on it. As with any major disaster, the government's response to the Los Angeles wildfires has drawn both praise and criticism. Governor Gavin Newsom has faced backlash for previous fire prevention budget cuts, with critics arguing that these cuts hampered the state's ability to effectively respond to the current crisis. Newsom has defended his record, pointing to increased funding for firefighting resources and efforts to combat climate change. However, the timing of the budget cuts, coupled with the severity of the fires, has fueled public scrutiny of his leadership during this crisis. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass has also faced criticism, primarily for being out of the country when the fires began, and for her handling of the Los Angeles Fire Department budget. A Change.org petition demanding her resignation has garnered over 92,000 signatures, reflecting the growing dissatisfaction with her leadership. Critics argue that her absence during the crucial early stages of the fires demonstrated a lack of preparedness and leadership. The debate over budget allocations for fire prevention and response is likely to intensify in the wake of this disaster, with both Newsom and Bass facing pressure to prioritize these critical areas.